G'day guys, it's Brett from Glitter Fox Studios here with you today, and today in this little video we're going to talk a little bit about the student interest questionnaire and why we do this at Glitter Fox Studios. So all of our students complete the student interest questionnaire every sort of 12 months, and it's generally done with a teacher. It can be done at home as well, up to you. So basically it looks a little bit like this. I don't know whether you can see it on there. And this helps us really understand what is the priorities of all of our students. So one little thing about practice is that we know that if our students' highest values, that guitar doesn't exist in there, we know that when they get home at night, they're not going to want to do any practice because they're going to want to be fulfilling what is truly most important to them, as we all do. So it's based around 7 questions. The first one is, how do they fill their personal space? We come up with 3 answers for this one. How do they spend their time? What are the things that they always make time for? Things that they always run out of time for, cleaning your room, whatever it might be, are things that are not important to them. So what is it that they always make time for? The third one is, how do they spend their energy? If they're sitting on the couch, exhausted, what are the things that they get off the couch to go and do, even if they're really tired? How do they spend money or presents? What do they like to get as gifts? Always indicates what is most important to them. Where do they have their most order and organization? And that doesn't necessarily mean that everything's ordered, but they know where things are, they understand where they've left something, and it's always something that's going to be important to them, is where they have their most order and organization. Also, if it's video games, they've got all their video games lined up, they're all nice and neat, they know where they all are. Where are they most reliable, disciplined, and focused? So for me, I'm always pretty reliable to things to do with understanding how the human mind works, with human behavior. I'm always interested in playing and writing music. I can be working on an original song or teaching till all hours, and I always make time for that because I really enjoy it. And what do they like to talk about in social settings? So whether that's with their friends or whether that's with family members or whatever it might be, what is it that really inspires them, makes them light up? So once we've completed the process of the student interest questionnaire, we identify what comes up most often, and then we put number 1 as in number 1, so whatever occurs most, number 2, whatever occurs most second, etc., etc. And then we make sure we go through and ask the student to make sure that they're in the right order of what that is that they most value. And this is an ongoing process, so we're trying to learn what is most important to our students so that we can link the process of learning their instrument to whatever it is that's most important to them. And that helps the teacher create metaphors and games and things like that are relevant to whatever it is, sports, cricket, video games, superheroes, one of my favorites. Cool, so that's our student interest questionnaire. You can basically find a copy of this. You can email us and make sure you've got it. And yeah, we complete it every 12 months. Cool, thanks for watching.